Hey everyone, it's Wingspan TT, and if you're watching, you know what time it is. It's time for Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. One thing I just wanted to talk about, this isn't like a full video right now, but I did want to talk about a couple of things. First off, people were asking me, Serra Ascendant seems very overpowered. This is the one for the 1/1 lifelink creature that if you have over 30 life, it gets +5/+5 and flying, so you would have a 6/6 flying lifelink creature. And while this isn't overpowered right off the bat, you know, in 1v1, people were concerned that in a two-headed giant, you're going to have two people playing the Celestial Light deck, that two people could essentially, in the first two turns, in theory, drop out two of these each and have four 6/6 flying lifelink creatures to start with. Obviously that would be really scary, and obviously that would be possible because you start with 30 life right off the bat in two-headed giant. So first I have to tell everyone, I have to reassure you that in Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013 you cannot choose two of the same deck in two-headed giant. So if you have Celestial Light, your teammate cannot have Celestial Light. If you have, you know, Pack Instinct, your teammate has to choose something else. So that right off the bat, that's not going to happen. But then I started doing a little research. I was trying to figure out, okay, well, when you're playing two-headed giant and you start with Serra Ascended, do you just start with the full 6/6 flying creature since you are technically at 30 life, or does it count it as you guys have separate life totals? Is the card banned or anything like that? Well, I actually, and this is the footage you're seeing right now. I had actually started dozens and dozens and dozens of games over and over and over trying to draw Serra Ascendants in my starting hand, and it never happened. It actually never happened. You can see here I've started dozens of games, and I'm just going to fast forward through them. I never started with Serra Ascended, so I don't know if that's because is Serra Ascendant actually banned in this format? Can you not draw? You would think the odds of drawing it at least once would be fairly high. And of course, if you see that I messed up and I actually did draw it at a certain point, feel free to point it out. It's fine. I do make mistakes. Like that time I allowed my brother to live. But anyway, I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe that I never drew Serra Ascendant in my opening hand. But one thing you'll notice, if you look at my opening hands, is I also did not have the option of mulligan. I had to restart every time. Okay, so that's it. You know, are there no mulligans in Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013? Someone had mentioned to me on the forums that actually in Duels of the Planeswalkers and Duels of the Planeswalkers 2012, in the demo version, you couldn't mulligan. So it's very possible that this is just a demo version thing, that in the real game you can mulligan, because obviously that'd be kind of troubling. But it is also possible, look at this, if you look carefully, you'll see that in all of my plays, not only could I not mulligan, but I also never got mana screwed, and I never got mana flooded. I always had somewhere between 2 and 5 lands. I never had 0 lands, I never had 1 land, I never had like 7 lands. So again, you know, if I've just played like 3 or 4 games, that really wouldn't be surprising. But if you can see here, I just went through like tons and tons and tons of restarts of games and still did not get mana screwed or mana flooded once. So it is possible, and again, we won't know until the final game comes out, that there is no mulliganing, but that there is some kind of algorithm in the game that makes it so that you'll always have a balanced starting hand. So you're not going to sit there and get totally screwed by luck or totally helped by luck either way. You're always going to have some kind of balanced hand. So I don't know if that's permanent, and I could, you know, some people are going to be angry about that, some people are going to be happy about that. I could go either way on it, but I am slightly concerned that I did not draw Serra Ascendant once, which made me think, you know, is there more to the algorithm than that? Are there certain cards you can't draw on your first turn? You know, maybe the game doesn't want me to draw Serra Ascendant because it knows it's overpowered for first turn. And if that's true, that's kind of, you know, that's a big concern. Now, of course, again, this could just be a demo version thing, or it could just be a versus the computer thing, so that you can't have some huge advantage over the computer. It's very possible, but of course I won't be able to test that until the final version comes out and I can play against actual human players. So anyway, this is just a quick video to just share my thoughts about those things, about, you know, can you or can't you mulligan? The Serra Ascendant thing is still an open question. I still don't know because I haven't been able to get it in an opening hand, but I can at least safely say, and definitely say, you are not allowed to team up with someone with the same deck, two-headed giant, which is great, because we all know the double elf decks in the past, the double counter decks, the double everything. You know, this isn't like the double mint gum or anything. It was just a sad, terrible time whenever people doubled up on decks. So that's gone, finally. And the rest of the stuff we'll just have to answer later. So anyway, I'm Wingspan TT. I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope I can answer some questions, possibly raise some more questions, but I hope to bring you the answers when the final version comes out. See you next time.